This number 6. For the sake of time, I will not be explaining what happened to Atlantis 1 through 5. We just hope everyone behaves themselves today, so tomorrow we don't have to buy Atlantis number 7. So I'm going to introduce you to the crew members that we have on board today. All the way in the front, we have our pilot. His name is Papi Chris. Everybody say hello. Okay, so here we are on the Barcadera Reef. This reef is like the side of a mountain underwater. The reef goes down deeper at a 30-degree angle. So this means that the passengers sitting on the left side, they will get the view of the reef first. The ones sitting on the right side, don't panic. We're going to be making a turn in about 5 to 7 minutes. So then you guys will get the view of the reef. In the meantime, you guys can look out into the deep. You can see the drop off, and sometimes you can see predators coming from the deep onto the reef to catch their prey. Chromies always swim against the current. Whenever the chromies are feeling hungry and they want to eat something, these chromies will simply open their mouth and the plankton will float with the current into their mouth. We don't know if they are very smart or just lazy. Outside, hovering over the corals, you can also see some tiny half-black, half-white fish. You can see them swimming in circles over the corals. These are the bicolor damselfish. The bicolor damselfish are the most aggressive fish on the reef. If you get too close to its territory, the bicolor damselfish will attack you. That's why they are also known as the chihuahuas of the reef. The bicolor damselfish lives in a 1 square foot area and it's very territorial, so if you move it away from this 1 square foot area, it will become homesick and then it will just die. Out there you can also see some long skinny fish. Those are the trumpet fish. The trumpet fish are the masters of camouflage out here on the reef. The trumpet fish will hide itself very well in between these soft corals. And there it will wait for its prey to come around. The way that the trumpet fish will attack its prey is by forming its mouth into the shape of a bell of a trumpet and then suck the prey into its mouth. Outside we can also see some fish eating off the hard corals. Those are the parrotfish. The parrotfish are responsible for 20% of the white sand that we have out here on the reef. The parrotfish, they bite into the skeleton of the hard corals. They take pieces of the hard corals, then they grind these in their back jaw, and then they will digest these parts in their stomach, and later on they will excrete it as white sand. So the parrotfish poops white sand. Yes. So the next time that you're enjoying the white sandy beaches, remember what you're enjoying. And on the starboard side, we can see some blue cigar-shaped fish. Those are the Creole wrasse. The Creole wrasse are very interesting fish. Once the Creole wrasse is born, they are born as females. But after they lay eggs, they will change sex and they will become permanent males. The males are a little bit bigger and have yellow spots near their tail. Okay, so now you know that down here underwater, you can get a free sex change. Inform me that we're heading down to deeper waters. Are you guys ready to go down to the deep? Yeah? Alright, let's go. The deeper we go, the less corals we're going to see. This is for the simple fact that the corals use warm water and sunlight to grow. In the deep, the water is colder, and the sunlight doesn't penetrate enough through the water. But we do have sponges that can grow in the deep. The sponges filter the water. They absorb the water through the pores that they have on the sides, and then the clean water they will expel this through the hole at the dock.
How it is 75. Say that?
75.
75. 80.
Cruise ship. And it was used to bring in cocaine. Just kidding, it wasn't used to do that. It was used to bring in concrete and sand from South America. Also used for the construction of the Renaissance Island. A few years later, the owners of the Morning Star went bankrupt. So they left Aruba and they left this ship abandoned in the harbor. And after many years, this ship was no longer seaworthy. So the harbor officials called us and asked us if we would like to have the Morning Star. We said sure. So we got the Morning Star, we brought it out here, and we sunk it on purpose so it can form an attraction and an artificial reef. The Morning Star was sunk on purpose 27 years ago.
Wow, look at that.
On the starboard side, you guys need to be a barracuda. And on the big ones over on the deck, oh yeah, there it is, barracuda. And you can see two big gray fish on the deck. Those are the Cubera snappers. Shortly we'll be making a turn so the passengers on the port side can get the view of the Morning Star. I hope the girlfriend is as faithful. We don't know.
ஆடுது பாருங்க, அது ஆடிட்டு இருக்கு பாருங்க, ஆடுது அது ஃபுல்லா. இல்ல இல்ல, அந்த இது மாதிரி பழைய வளர்ந்துருக்குல, அது பாரு, அது ஆடிட்டு இருக்கு. ஒருவேளை தண்ணியில ஆடுமோ?
In the cabin, you might also see not a barracuda.
அதுல இருக்கு பாருங்க.
The wooden boat, and it was used to do sailing and snorkeling adventures here in Aruba. And it was also used as a party boat. But now the fish are partying on this boat. The boat was no longer seaworthy, so we sunk it on purpose also to form another artificial reef. Midushi was sunken on purpose 4 years ago. And Midushi, in the local language, papiamento, means my sweetheart. So if you're next to your sweetheart, you can call them Midushi. Hi Midushi, I love you Midushi, or Happy Valentine's Day Midushi. And don't call them Misushi because Misushi means my garbage. Yeah. Bit of papiamento for you. Courtesy of papiamento da Dushi. Vamos papier.
Firestone tires. Very clear sky.
Touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are down at the bottom of the ocean at a depth of 133 feet. Big applause for the pilot, Papi Chris.
134.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, and now everybody out.
Everybody out.
Folks, if you purchase the one-way ticket, this is your stop. Bye-bye. Happy swimming.
135 feet, the sunlight can't reach this place. How is
Yeah.
it?
Give her, give her.
Outside?
That's the sunlight.
Is it sunlight?
Yes.
Is it penetrating?
And the water temperature down here, it's too cold. Or up down here, it's 65 degrees. And where the corals grow, that's 75 degrees. Salt water filters out the color of the color spectrum. Okay, and on Discovery Channel and magazines, they use artificial light to reveal the real colors. The submarine has a weight of 80 tons, and it is completely battery powered. There are 264 batteries on board. These batteries are under your seats. So, you guys are charging the batteries for us with your positive energy. Just kidding. The batteries are charged at the dock, okay, where we dock the submarine after the dives. Plug them and charge them overnight. With fully charged batteries, the submarine can do up to 12 dives in a day. But here in Aruba, we do only a maximum of 8 dives in a day. And the cost for purchasing the submarine 29 years ago was $3.5 million. Nowadays, it has a value of $10 million. Where the pilot is pushing air into the air and ballast tanks, and then we can head back up to surface. Once we safely reach surface, we're supposed to see tiny bubbles outside the windows. Just in case we don't see these tiny bubbles, we will talk about this later.
Only there is a difference. Both the sides in the same location. Nothing we can't see here.
Because it goes deeper. It's like a mountain.
Oh.
Rare for fishes.
Alrighty, folks. So, are there any questions? Questions? You've got questions. We've got answers.
அங்க பாருங்க கருப்பு வெள்ளையும் இருக்கு.
No questions? Was everything loud and clear? Yes? Awesome. Well, some questions for you. Are we celebrating anything today besides Valentine's Day? Any birthdays? Anniversary? Yes? How many years? 5 years. Awesome. You guys have any kids? From previous. Okay. So this year you guys are going to make your own kids? No? No? They say once you're married, every day is a honeymoon.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're celebrating honeymoon, right?
Yes.
Yeah, awesome.
Awesome. You're beautiful. எங்க ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கு. Anna, see outside. Anna, look outside. So bright and very good.
பின்பக்கம் பார்த்துக்கப்போ
அங்க ஒண்ணுமே இல்லை.